what was kind of the issue you were having, and what made you reach out to Mechanics of Faith?
I knew my brakes were going because I was having to push them to the floor, and I took it to the dealership, and they wanted like 2,000 something, and then I took it to another place, and they wanted like 3,000, which was crazy, and I was trying to save up money to be able to pay for that, and the brakes completely gave out. And so when that happened, I immediately got online and was kind of looking up, is there financial assistance? Does anybody help with automobile repairs? And that's how I found Mechanics of Faith.
Awesome, awesome. And what is transportation to you?
I am a widow. I'm a single mom. I have two special needs boys. They go to different schools, and they have therapies and things that they have to go to. And then I work. So without having a vehicle, I can't take anybody anywhere. I can't do anything. There's not a bus line that runs where I am, so I can't even, take a bus as a backup. Without a vehicle, I'm pretty much dead in the water.
Wow. Yeah, and I actually remember when your car got towed in. I think our one of our sponsors, CTS, towed you in. I think it was us. And but I remember he was like, "This is a problem," and I'm going, "What are you talking about, Chris?" And I remember going out there, and your caliper. There's usually a caliper and a brake pad that sits like this, and it was completely gone. We had to push it into the shop just to get it fixed.
I saw that when they were towing it. I had to put it in neutral to get it to stop, and I called the shop that was right up the street, and that was the one that wanted $3,000. But it was because he said, we can't look at it. I don't know what's wrong with it. We're going to have to do it. So I'm going to tell this is how much I'm going to say it's going to be. But yes, I found you guys, and the man towed it out here for me, and I knew it was bad. But you're trying to save up money. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And the only way to make money is to go to work.
Right.
Is to drive it.
Is to drive the car with the bad brakes.
Yep. Now, as Mechanics of Faith, right? We are a nonprofit, and we like to say we're affordable automotive repairs. And I do understand that. We say affordable, but sometimes $50 is out of reach for people, right? But when we were able to quote you what it was going to take to get it fixed, our program fees and everything like that, how did that feel for you? Did you feel like you were still getting that support, or?
Yes, I did, because it was less. What you charged was less than half of what was going to be charged, and
Okay.
it was, it was still a lot of money, but any car repair is going to cost, something. But it was a whole lot cheaper than anywhere else, and it wasn't an absurd amount of money because I looked up how much it cost to repair brakes, and I looked around on the internet, and it was not compared to the other stuff. It was not. It was so
Okay.
much, and it was like a weight was lifted. I was like, okay, I can do that.
Okay. And you don't have to go and explain this, but just a question. I mean, did you feel any, empowerment or anything being able to actually afford it without having to go get help from somebody else? I mean, how was it being able to actually pay for your repair?
Yes, it was very, very nice. I didn't want to have to reach out to my parents and ask them for money. And so it made me feel good, and it made me feel proud, and like, okay, I'm really accomplishing, something. I'm going to
Awesome.
take care of this. And, things when COVID happened, it hit us really hard, and we just haven't gotten fully back on our feet yet. So this was a lifesaver, honestly.
Awesome. And your kids, having to get them from appointments and things like that. I mean, how long were you out of in a vehicle?
I want to say it was like 2 weeks because they were so bad, and y'all were so busy.
Yeah.
She said, she told me that it would probably be the next week, but because I was having it towed, she was like, just go ahead and have it towed. So we Ubered to the places that we needed to go, but it wasn't a crazy amount of time because I knew how bad they were, and I knew how busy y'all were.
Yeah. Well, and with being a Volvo, I do remember your car. Well, we had to actually order some things from the
Yes.
dealership. We couldn't get the parts, and and things. And I actually remember when you picked your vehicle up, your boys were excited.
Yes, they were super excited. They were so tired of Ubers. They were just, because, okay, I have Wi-Fi in my car,
Okay.
and they have iPads. So the Uber.
That's what they missed.
That's what they missed. The Uber people didn't have the Wi-Fi, so they couldn't play their games. So that's what they were truly excited about.
Okay.
Was that they had their Wi-Fi back.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So, is there anything else you can think of that maybe, anybody who's listening to this video, anybody who may need to get their cars fixed, or anybody who donates and supports the organization, is there anything that you would like them to know about, how we've helped you and how their support has allowed us to help you?
I mean, I want to thank the people that are supporting you all and making it where you can do this, because it really is helpful, especially for somebody that is a single parent, or somebody that's kind of down on their luck a little bit. You have to have transportation to get anywhere. I mean, honestly, and the buses don't run everywhere, so you have to you have to have a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I would just say, look it up online, fill out the application, and see what y'all can do. And I want to be able to get in a position where I can offer some support and help. I mean, every little bit helps, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely does. Well, I greatly appreciate you allowing us to video your story. Because this hopefully will help, other people realize, okay, this is what's happening here, because a lot of people still don't know what we do.
Yeah.
So I greatly appreciate your willingness to do that.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.